Chapter 7. The Gathering Storm. The skies over the city mirrored the mood within Anna Petrov's estate, dark, brooding, and heavy with the promise of an impending storm. Inside the grand sitting room the wives gathered once more, their tension palpable. The crackling fire in the hearth did little to dispel the chill of unease that clung to the room. Anna stood by the fireplace, her hands clasped behind her back as she gazed into the flames. The masquerade is set, invitations are out, Radcliffe will come, she won't be able to resist. Maria Gonzalez leaned against the arm of a chair, her arms crossed. And when she does, what then? This isn't just about catching her off guard, she'll be expecting a trap. Sophia Rousseau sat on the edge of the couch, her fingers fidgeting with the hem of her sleeve. We're putting everything on the line for this. What if it isn't enough? It will be enough, Laura Williams interjected, her tone firm. She leaned against the wall, her eyes scanning the room. We just have to stay ahead of her, control the board. Anna turned to face them, her presence commanding. This is our chance to change the narrative. We control the stage, the players, and the outcome, but we have to be united, no cracks, no doubts. Maria's suspicion. Later that evening, Maria paced her bedroom, her thoughts swirling like the storm outside. She couldn't shake the feeling that someone close to them was feeding Radcliffe information. The coordinated raids, the sudden leaks, it all pointed to an insider. She opened her laptop and began combing through the guest list for the ball, cross-referencing names with her own records. One name stood out. Stanton, a wealthy socialite with a history of opportunistic alliances. His financial ties to Radcliffe were subtle, but undeniable. Her phone buzzed with a message from an unknown number. Stanton isn't the only one watching you. Maria's jaw tightened as she typed a response. Who are you? The reply was immediate. Someone who knows the stakes. Sophia's isolation. Sophia sat in her studio, the unfinished paintings on her easel staring back at her like accusations. Her art, once an escape, now felt like a mockery of the chaos consuming her life. She picked up a brush, her hand trembling as she hesitated over the canvas. A knock at the door broke her concentration. She crossed the room and opened it to find the man in the grey suit standing there, his expression unreadable. You again, Sophia said, her voice tinged with frustration. What do you want? To warn you, he replied, stepping inside uninvited. Radcliffe's not just coming for you. She's coming for everything you care about. If you're not ready, you'll lose more than your reputation. Sophia's hands balled into fists. And what am I supposed to do with that? He handed her a slip of paper. Follow this lead. It might give you an edge, but be careful who you share it with. Trust is a dangerous thing. Before she could respond, he was gone, leaving her alone with more questions than answers. Laura's surveillance. In her apartment, Laura reviewed the latest intelligence reports from her contacts. Surveillance footage of Radcliffe's movements revealed a disturbing pattern. She was tightening her circle, consolidating power, and eliminating threats with ruthless efficiency. Her phone buzzed with a message from Anna. Any updates? Laura typed back. She's preparing for something big. We need to accelerate our timeline. Anna's reply was immediate. Noted, stay sharp. Laura closed the laptop and leaned back in her chair, her mind racing. Every instinct told her they were running out of time. Anna's command. At midnight, Anna gathered the wives in her study. The room was dimly lit, the atmosphere heavy with urgency. She placed a folder on the table, its contents spilling out. Maps of the estate, the guest list, and detailed plans for the masquerade. This is it, Anna said, her voice steady. Every move we make from now until the ball has to be calculated. No mistakes. Maria pointed to the map. What about Stanton? If he's working with Radcliffe, he'll be a liability. Anna's gaze hardened. We keep him close, watch his every move. If he steps out of line, we'll deal with him. Sophia hesitated. And what if Radcliffe doesn't take the bait? Laura spoke up, her tone decisive. She will. She can't resist an opportunity to gloat. We just have to be ready when she does. Anna's gaze swept the room. Then let's make sure we are. This is our game now. The calm before the storm. As the wives left the study, Anna lingered by the fire, her mind racing. The plan was risky, but it was their only chance to turn the tables. She poured herself a glass of whiskey, the amber liquid swirling as she stared into the flames. "Radcliffe," she thought, her resolve hardening, "you've underestimated us for the last time.